Hello YouTube, Michael here with a 10 or 11 minute video about the Roland Aerophone Mini, and it's absolutely fantastic. I think it's dead simple. You can turn it on, turn it off. You can also play using Bluetooth. I'm not going to talk about that. Plenty of other people talk about that. You can power it through battery, or you can use the USB here, and it's turn it on and play it. Absolutely fantastic. Now I'm going to talk about the pros, the good things about it, the cons, and talk a little bit about who might find it useful. Right now, first of all, the pros. It's dead easy fingering. It's almost identical to the recorder. You've got a sharp and a flat key here, which sharpen and flatten any note by a semitone. And that's so useful for playing things like, and it's also useful when you're playing a C and you want to go down to a B, so you don't have to go down to the next low octave. So you can play things like really makes life so much easier, not having to go down to a B and swap octaves. You can also use the same cross fingerings as you use on recorder. So you've got a B flat, so you've got B, B flat, and you've got F sharp here. So G to F sharp. It is very, very, very easy to play, but you do need to be quite deliberate with your fingers. So if you're playing legato, say G to E, it can be done, but you need to be quick. Otherwise, like on a recorder, you're going to be quacking. There is breath control, so you can play gently, you can play stridently. Just listen to the breath control. So you can get some expression, but not through the reed here. The reed does absolutely nothing. So what you cannot do is slur notes. You're going to be playing one note or another. You can't slide between them like on a proper instrument. Another great thing about it, unlike a clarinet or a saxophone, is that it's always in tune. You don't need to worry about changing your embouchure as you go up the scale. It has got 3 full octaves controlled by these buttons here. This is the middle octave, lower octave, upper octave. So let's go all the way through the octaves, starting at the lower one. So your note range is from high C down to a very low C. You can actually go down to a B, of course, and you can, if you need to, go up to a D, but I'll leave you to work that out for yourself. Now, the 6 voices are on here. You've got saxophone, flute, clarinet, trumpet, violin, and a saw lead, which is a kind of synthesizer sound. I'm not going to play them all. Again, plenty of other people do that. Now then, the control keys are on the side here. To use a control key, you hold this and then you press one of these buttons. So if you want to change the voice, you change it here. Change the volume, there are 5 levels. You can also change the breath control. These here are like a capo. So if you learn a tune in G, say, and your buddy plays it in B flat, you can change the transposition here. So you can take it up. I think it goes up by 6 semitones and it goes down by 5 semitones. And here you've got the reverb. Personally, I leave reverb on level 3. Level 1, no reverb at all. I think it sounds a little bit thin. And reverb level 5 is very, very deep. As I mentioned earlier, there is an app that you can use. Personally, I don't use it. I just pick it up and put it down as I want. The very nice thing is it's got an auto off. So if you don't play it for about 10 minutes, put it down, it just turns itself off. Now some of the cons. There's no dedicated case, so you can't buy a case for it. What I've done is I've bought an old briefcase from a charity shop. Only cost me £1, lined it with a couple of towels, and it fits in there quite nicely. You can also put spare batteries and your speaker. Actually, I use this little speaker, which is a Bluetooth speaker, and it's absolutely fine. Connect it with this 3.5mm cable. What are the other cons? Yeah, it's not easy to be expressive because you can't slur a note. One thing I found really, really irritating is that the drain hole here doesn't work at all. The reason for that is because, and Roland don't seem to know this, gravity acts downward, so any spittle gathers here. The drain hole, if I show it to you, I'm going to open it carefully because quite a lot of spit does accumulate. The drain hole is here, which is halfway up, which is absolutely stupid place to put a drain hole. The cap only fits on square. If you don't have it square, it doesn't fit down properly. Personally, what I do is just shake it every so often to get rid of the spittle. Roland do supply you with a sleeve to go on here to absorb the spit. Well, why don't they just put the drain hole in the right place? Right, now, who might find it useful? Well, I find it useful, but I just play it at home for the fun of it. I suppose playing with friends it might be okay, but you're not going to play it professionally in a band. It might be useful if you're playing with your local folk dance band, and I use mine as a bass when I'm playing with the folk dance band. Not very well, but It's okay as a bass. You might want to take it to a party, you might want to take it to a barbecue or something like that. Take it to the beach, take it on holiday with you even, if you don't want to take your hugely expensive saxophone. Take this and you can sit on the balcony of an evening and play away, have a bit of fun with it. One set of people who might find it really useful is buskers. I think it'd be an absolutely brilliant instrument for busking. I don't go busking anymore, so I'm not going to use it for that. But if you're a busker and you want to play along with backing tracks, this is absolutely perfect. Okay, there you go. There's my review of the Aerophone Mini. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to get one, you can get one through Amazon. There are plenty of other people selling it online. Round about £60–70. And if you've got that much to spare for a bit of fun, I heartily recommend it. Okay, thanks very much for listening. See you next time. Bye now.